News anchor slammed for telling 13-year-old Tetris master to go outside. So imagine being a grown woman telling a 13-year-old boy to go outside and also diminish what is arguably one of the biggest accomplishments in gaming history. And not just a grown woman, but a grown woman who is a news anchor who is part of Sky News, a pretty notable news outlet. A news anchor has come under fire for comments made about a 13-year-old boy who achieved something long considered unattainable after he literally completed Tetris. Tetris is a game that has been around for decades, and while millions of players have attempted to get high scores than their peers, there are very few who can say that they actually beat the game. That was until January 2024, when 13-year-old Willis Blue Scuddy Gibson made headlines for breaking several NES Tetris records and managing to beat the game for the first time ever. Playing until the game crashed, Gibson grinded through rows of blocks to near perfection, with the kill screen crash being the ending of the game, a sign that he had, for a lack of better term, beat the game. This is something many players have tried and failed to do, an almost impossible feat that requires the utmost concentration and perfect Tetris play to achieve. But that wasn't enough to impress Sky News presenter Jane Secker, who didn't hide her feelings on the matter. Tetris has long been touted as a video game that just can't be beaten because it just goes on and on, Secker started. Well, 13-year-old American Willis Gibson has technically proven that wrong. He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze and left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks. Secker was quick to add on some advice as a mother, though, saying, "Step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal."
Now, Tetris has long been touted as a video game that just can't be beaten because it just goes on and on.
Oh my God!
Well, 13-year-old American Willis Gibson has technically proven that wrong. He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze. That left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks. As a mother, I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal. Speaking of fresh air, let's get a look at the weather.
Wow, imagine being that much of a dunce to put down what is otherwise a next to impossible achievement that a young 13-year-old boy was able to do. Something that countless amounts of players tried and failed to do. Seems like you might have some issues you need to work out if you are going to project jealousy and resentment at a 13-year-old boy that's just trying to have a little bit of fun in his young life. I mean, like, to say that beating Tetris is not a life goal, I mean, yeah, sure, okay. Like, beating a game is not a, quote, life goal, but beating a game like Tetris that was touted impossible to beat, that right there is a massive achievement when you begin to put the context together. You want to talk about stepping away? Well, how about you step away from your high horse, you go out and get some fresh air because clearly your brain ain't working to say comments like these at a 13-year-old boy in an attempt to, like, more or less embarrass him. Many online have called out the anchor for her smugness and embarrassing comments, praising Gibson for his unique achievement. Squid Apple said, "Literally history was made by a kid, no less," and she throws that stupid ass comment in there. Just embarrassing. Would slot right in with 80s reporters talking about those Nintendos. Oh yeah, I should let you know that Twitter absolutely lit this woman's ass up. They chewed her alive for making that ridiculous remark at that young boy. And rightfully so too, in my opinion. Now, should she lose her job for this lapse of judgment, and I mean a severe lapse of judgment? No, but think before you speak, for God's sakes. And maybe if you have nothing nice to say, well, shut the fuck up. Another user, OBKatyCat, called her condescending with the tweet, "W for the kid, you damn right. L for this boomer reporter. What a condescending prick." Couldn't agree more. Others questioned why she wouldn't believe this to be an achievement, especially considering how long the game has been around and the fact that nobody else had done it. Needless to say, Gibson shouldn't let these kinds of comments overshadow his achievement, and we've no doubt he will be hopping on Tetris once again to try and beat it even faster. And what I was gonna say to the kid is pretty much what this article here said. Don't let those type of comments get to you, young man. You did something that nobody else could. You ought to be very damn proud of this. Keep your head up, champ, and keep on gaming. So what are your guys' thoughts and opinions about what we discussed here in today's video? Do you agree or disagree with my takes? And what are your guys' overall thoughts about these type of remarks from individuals that try to diminish one's accomplishment because they're games? Like, here's the deal. If that's all you're doing is just gaming, and you are literally doing nothing else with your life, well then, yeah, the remark, go outside, would be much less offensive. But this individual right here did this with the intention of beating the game and setting records. That right there is an achievement that not very many people can say that they have done in their life by setting a world record for anything. So yeah, suffice it to say, this kid ought to be proud. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it here for the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, you beautiful people. Be kind to yourself and to others. Don't be like this brick-headed lady. And I will see you guys next time.